It feels like the end of an era in football. The 2026 World Cup isn't just going to crown potential new champions, it's also the final chapter for some of the greatest players of this generation. After years of unforgettable goals, incredible performances, trophies, heartbreak, and memories that will live forever, several football legends are preparing to say goodbye to international football. These players have given everything for their countries. Today we're looking at the legends retiring after the 2026 World Cup and celebrating the incredible careers that made them unforgettable. Starting with Neymar Jr. After Brazil's heartbreaking round of 16 exit to Norway, the 34-year-old announced that his journey with the national team was over. Years of injuries, the physical demands of the game, and the disappointment of never lifting the World Cup all played a part in his decision. It's sad to see him go because despite the criticism he sometimes faced, Neymar was one of the most gifted and entertaining footballers of his generation. He inspired millions with his flair, creativity, and unforgettable moments, finishing as Brazil's all-time leading goal scorer. Love him or hate him, football won't quite be the same without Neymar wearing the famous yellow shirt. Guillermo Memo Ochoa's retirement marks the end of one of Mexico's greatest football careers. At 40 years old, he decided to call time on his playing career after Mexico's heartbreaking 3-2 round of 16 defeat to England. Ochoa was more than just a goalkeeper, he was a World Cup icon. His incredible reflex saves, unforgettable performances against the world's best teams, and unwavering commitment to Mexico made him a fan favorite for over 2 decades. Whether it was his heroics against Brazil in 2014 or becoming one of the few players to be part of 6 World Cup squads, Memo leaves behind a legacy that Mexican football will never forget. Manuel Neuer's retirement from international football marks the end of one of the greatest goalkeeping careers the game has ever seen. Following Germany's heartbreaking penalty shootout defeat to Paraguay in the round of 32, the 40-year-old confirmed that it was his final match for his country. After an incredible career spanning over 15 years, the physical demands of international football in his age made it the right time to step away. Neuer completely changed what it meant to be a goalkeeper. His fearless sweeper-keeper style, incredible shot-stopping, leadership, and composure inspired a generation of goalkeepers around the world. A World Cup winner in 2014 and one of Germany's greatest ever players. Following Algeria's 2-0 defeat to Switzerland in the round of 32, Riyad Mahrez confirmed that it was his final match for his country. After 12 years representing Algeria, Mahrez felt it was the right time to step aside and allow the next generation to take over. Mahrez wasn't just Algeria's captain, he was one of his nation's greatest players. His magical first touch, incredible dribbling, and knack for producing moments of brilliance, from leading Algeria to the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations title to becoming one of the country's most capped players. Pape Gouai's international departure is a heartbreaking moment for Senegalian football. After Senegal's dramatic 3-2 extra-time defeat to Belgium in the round of 32, the midfielder announced he was stepping away from the national team while the current coaching staff remained in charge. Frustrated by the team's collapse and the direction of the squad, Gouai felt it was the right time to take a break from international football. Pape Gouai had become a key figure in Senegal's midfield. His energy, determination, and leadership made him one of the team's standout performers, including scoring twice at this year's World Cup. At just 27, many fans hoped he would help lead Senegal for years to come, making his decision an emotional blow for the nation. Cristiano Ronaldo's retirement from international football marks the end of one of the greatest careers the sport has ever witnessed. After more than 2 decades representing Portugal, countless goals, records, and unforgettable moments, Ronaldo has decided the time is right to step away from the national team. Age, the physical demands of the game, and the desire to leave the stage on his own terms have all played a part in his decision. It's hard to imagine international football without Ronaldo. Whether you loved him or criticized him, there is no denying the impact he has had on the game. From leading Portugal to their first major international trophies to becoming one of the greatest goal scorers in football history, Ronaldo has inspired millions around the world. His passion, dedication, and hunger to win made him one of the most iconic players the sport has ever seen. After years of representing his country, creating countless magical moments, and being the heartbeat of Belgium's golden generation, Kevin De Bruyne has decided it is time to step away from the international stage. The physical demands of top-level football, injuries, and the desire to focus on the next chapter of his career have all played a part in his decision. Kevin De Bruyne was one of the most gifted midfielders. His vision, passing ability, intelligence, and ability to produce moments of brilliance made him a joy to watch. For Belgium, he was more than just a player. He was the leader of a team that brought hope and excitement to millions of fans. It's the end of an incredible chapter for the Netherlands. After years of wearing the famous orange shirt, leading his country through major tournaments, and becoming one of the most respected defenders in world football, Virgil van Dijk has decided the time is right to step away from international duty. The demands of playing at the highest level, his age, and the desire to focus on the next stage of his career all played a part in his decision. He changed the way modern defenders are viewed. His strength, composure, leadership, and ability to read the game made him one of the best center backs of his generation. After nearly 2 decades representing Croatia, the midfield maestro Luka Modric has decided that the 2026 World Cup was the right moment to bring his incredible journey with the national team to an end. Years of competing at the highest level, the demands of elite football, and the passing of time have led to this emotional decision. It's difficult to imagine Croatia without Modric pulling the strings in midfield. He carried Croatia to their greatest achievements, including their historic World Cup runs, and became a symbol of a nation's passion and pride. Senegal icon Sadio Mane has officially announced his retirement from international football following the country's recent elimination from the World Cup. The 34-year-old forward calls time on a legendary 14-year career with the Lions of Teranga, during which he earned 130 caps and famously secured continental glory. Mane demonstrated his humility by apologizing to the Senegalese public for any shortcomings or disappointments during his time representing the national team. The captain emphasized the total commitment and ultimate sacrifices he consistently delivered every time he donned his country's historic jersey on the pitch. Mane stated in his official release, "Know that I sacrificed everything for this flag. I gave my best, and I always fought fiercely for our country." Mane revealed his future plans for domestic football. "Tomorrow, I will gladly put my experience at the service of the nation, whether within a technical staff, on the sidelines as a coach, or in the governing bodies." 30-year-old Bayer Leverkusen forward Patrick Schick announced his retirement from the Czechia national team a day after his country was eliminated in the group stage of the World Cup. Schick was used as a substitute in the last Group A game against co-host Mexico, a 3-0 loss that sent the Czechs home after finishing bottom of the group with a solitary point. He stated, "I am leaving proud of what I have achieved in the national team jersey, but at the same time with the feeling that Czech soccer has much more to offer than it has shown in recent years." Edin Dzeko, the Bosnian Diamond, a nickname that has followed Dzeko since his Wolfsburg days. Dzeko turned 40 in March. This is, in every meaningful sense, his last World Cup, and has managed to hold the record for goals scored for Bosnia and Herzegovina, a tally that now sits at 73. Dzeko carried the hopes of a nation for nearly 2 decades. He wasn't the flashiest player, but year after year he delivered when Bosnia and Herzegovina needed him most. A leader, a goal scorer, and a national icon, his boots may be hung up, but his place in football history is secure. And that's the final whistle. These footballing legends have officially clocked out of international duty, probably straight onto a yacht somewhere. But don't worry, they'll still somehow end up being linked with Saudi Arabia or the MLS. Go on, do your good deed for the day, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.